Hi, this is KC Lau here. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 12 compelling reasons why people invest in real estate or properties. So the first reason, this is my personal reason, because I find that many rich people, they in fact invest in properties. So they buy a lot of real estate using their money earned from their business, or they are in the business of building and selling real estate. So I want to show you a statistic. I think this is in this page. See a few facts here shown on propertyshowrooms.com. 50% of the names mentioned on the Times Rich list made their money through investing in property. So it's a proof that most rich people, they in fact invest in real estate. And the second reason is real estate investment is available to everyone, because real estate is simply everywhere. You can see land, you can see houses. It is basically where there are people living, there will be real estate for sale. And you can start in Malaysia is as low as 10k, then you can buy a property, right? And then the third reason to invest in real estate is the leverage that you get. Leverage means you use just a portion of the money you have. You just need to fork up a little bit of money to, in fact, get the control of a very big investment. So it is also, we call the art of investment is to use others people's money to make more money. And I would like to show you this quote found here. Yeah, I like these quotes a lot. You see, in real estate investment, no other investment allows you to purchase with other people's money, so in this case the bank's money, and pay this back with other people's money too. In this case, it's the rental income from the tenant. I like this quote a lot. And just a simple illustration, like for instance in Malaysia, if you want to buy the first property, say about 100k of residential apartment, you can pay just a 10k down payment, or even sometimes it can be structured that you don't have to put down any money at all. And that is definitely a leverage. You can do more with less. The other thing is, the fourth reason is real estate, it is going to appreciate over time due to the magic effect of inflation. Because inflation is inevitable, is unavoidable, so the prices of goods and petrols and other commodities is just going to rise over time. And due to that fact, because real estate is something real, it is built out of a cement, brick and mortar, and of course due to inflation, the price is going to rise over time. So when it rises, you have more equity in your home, and you can also do refinance to get more money, and you'll get more capital to even buy more property or do more investment. I want to show you a chart. This is taken from the globalpropertyguide.com, and this information, the chart here, is taken from the Valuation and Property Services Department in Malaysia. So you can see the chart here. You see the house price change. So every year, like 2001, it also increased the price. This is the percentage of increase. You'll see that most likely the percentage of increase is positive over the year, like every year is going to be positive. And we can also look at the other chart here just to show you a little bit of information. I think this is the chart. You see annual house price change by states. Like in Kuala Lumpur, you can see that every year it is appreciating about 5 to 6% to 7% every year for the past decade or so. So this definitely shows that house will appreciate over time. And this also lead to another thing, I would say another advantage of invest in property is you don't really need to sell it to realize your gain. So like if you are buying other things like gold, you have to buy low and then you sell high. Then before you sell it, you don't see the profit you're making. So it's just like paper profit. But in property investment, even if you don't sell it, you can realize the gain. So the simple way is you can do refinancing. Say you buy at 100,000 and then after 5 years it's 150,000. You don't have to sell the property as 150,000 to realize your gain of 50,000. You can simply refinance it and you will get the extra 50,000 out from your properties. And also the other advantage is, I would say, you don't need to sell to get the gain, because it is an income generating asset. That means when you own a property, you don't need to sell it, but it is also going to produce income for you, because you can rent it to somebody else, and somebody else, the tenant, is going to pay for your mortgage. And if he pay the mortgage more than and after paying the mortgage you still have money left, then you are getting passive income from there. So it is an asset that produces rental income, so you don't need to wait for the income to come later or the profit to come later when you sell it. Okay, and another advantage, we have come to the next one, the rental income is inflation friendly. What I say inflation friendly is when property values get appreciate and it get higher and higher, when more people cannot afford to buy a house. That means, it's very simple logical thinking, more people will get to rent the places to stay. So if you cannot afford to buy a house, you will have to, or you will be forced to rent a place. That means if you own a property and due to the inflation, property values increase and your rental income also increase, because there will be more demand for your rental property. Okay, let's come to the next reason. Next reason people invest in the properties is because it gives you a lot of control over your investment. So the first control is, I would say, it gives you the right to the flexibility to choose what type of tenant you want. If you want business tenant, you buy commercial property. If you want residential tenants, you will buy like apartment to rent it out. So you got to choose your tenants, you got to interview them, and you can decide whether you want to rent to a certain type of person or not. And the other control you get is you can also do some adding value kind of activities, like you can do renovation, you can furnish your properties, you can fix it up, and then through the property improvement you also increase your property value. That will say I'll call it, that is the after repair value. That is when you are getting after you buy a property, fix it up, and you can sell it at a higher price. Of course, during the time period you are not, say I could give you an example just for easy illustration. Let's say you buy 100,000 house and you put in extra 10,000 for the renovation and furnishing, and then you later sell it at 130,000. That means you made about 30,000 in net profit. And the other, let's come to the next benefit we're going to talk about, is the market price stability. So it is unlike some other like commodities or stocks. The market price is not going to go up and down like a roller coaster. It's not going to be in that case. And in the long term, it of course is appreciate slowly. And even if in the same neighborhood you may find a property selling at 100,000 and then the other one selling at 120,000, so there's no fixed price or a certain price that the market efficiency is going to dictate the price of your property. So it depends very much on the ability to find a good buyer for your property, or your ability to get a desperate buyer, a desperate seller to sell his property to you at a discount. So in this case, because the market price is not reflected daily, you will have less emotional disturbance. Like, so you won't like feel, oh, tonight is very hard to sleep because my house just depreciated by 10,000 today. It's not going to happen. so you will be less emotionally disturbed due to the market price stability feature of real estate properties. And the other thing is I want to talk about is the tax advantage of owning a property. So tax advantage is, of course, in Malaysia we have the real property gain tax, and after 5 years you don't have to pay any tax if you sell it. But if you are not going to sell it, the rental income is in fact can be you can deduct the income with a lot other deductible expenses like your interest paid for the mortgage and your repair for the house, or your fees or commission paid to the agent who get you a new tenant. So that is a tax advantage of operating income generating properties. And the other thing I want to talk about is real estate is probably the most forgiving type of investment, because let's say if you are buying a property at the wrong place, at the wrong location, and probably at the wrong time, at the peak, and it is not giving you the return or the profit you are looking for. But if you can wait, if you have a holding power to wait out like 3 to 5 years, the profit will ultimately come. It will just come later. So I'll say it is a delay profit. So this feature alone is giving you I would say it is the most forgiving type of investment you can do. And the last thing I will talk about is for people who like to invest in properties, they are probably good with people skill. They have good people skill. They have good negotiation skills, because you have to, to make a deal happen, you have to meet a lot of people. You have to meet many parties like lawyers, bankers, property agents, tenants, and also the sellers or the buyers of your properties. So definitely you need to have good people skill, and you have to have a very good negotiation skill to make a lot of income investing in property. So if you are this type of person, then property investment is definitely something you want to do. So these are the 12 compelling reasons why people invest in real estate. I'll repeat it. First reason, rich people own properties a lot. Second reason is anyone can do it, you and me can do it. The third reason, it gives you the leverage. The fourth reason, it appreciates over time. The fifth reason, you don't have to sell it to make the profit. 6, it is an income generating asset. 7, the rental income is inflation friendly. Now come to number 8, it gives you a lot of control to choose the tenants and to improve the property. Number 9, the market price stability gives you the peace of mind. Number 10, you get some tax advantages from doing real estate investment. Number 11, I think I got the number right. It is also the most forgiving type of investment. And number 11, if you love to meet people and you have good negotiation skill, real estate property is definitely your cup of tea. This is all for this video. If you want to get in touch with me, just visit my website at kclau.com. It is kclau.com. I have articles and other resources that is catered to mainly for Malaysians about personal finance, like insurance, investment, unit trust, and other stuff. So keep in touch. Bye bye.